Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Captain's Table. I am your host, Captain B-Nard, flying solo to bring you guys another belt collection update video. I have made a couple of additions to the collection since the last time I did one of these, so I wanted to go ahead and do another one. And so I actually got one brand new belt and then got a modification for that belt as well as a modification for a belt that I already had in my collection. We're going to be taking a look at the entire collection today of a total of 14 belts, 8 of which are the toy belts that I collected from back when I was a kid, and 6 of which are the authentic WWE shop replicas that I've got throughout the course of recent history. I'm going to kind of do this the same way as I have in the past, where I'll go through and highlight the features of the belts, starting with the oldest and ending with the newest. With that said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So, the first belt that I have for you guys is once again going to be the WWF European Championship. Again, toy replica, a foam strap with plastic plates on it. The European Championship is, of course, a title that is no longer around, but a really nice looking championship, honestly. Even in the toy replica, you can see the great detail that they put into it. Just a really nice design here. I'm not going to spend too much time on the toy replicas. You guys kind of get the idea. There's nothing really new with them, and you've seen them before in these videos. This time around, I do want to point out something I didn't last time, and that is actually the back of the toy replicas, which shows the year. This is actually 2001, printing of this title. Very nice title. Really nothing bad to say about it design-wise. So moving along, again, I kind of want to blast through the toy replicas pretty quickly so I can spend more time on the authentic WWE shop replicas. So next up, we're going to have the WWE Championship / Undisputed Championship from all the way back in the early 2000s. Again, another really nice looking championship. One of my favorite designs of the WWE Championship of all time. Just a really beautiful title. Again, nothing really bad to say about it from a design standpoint. It is just a very beautiful championship. And the WWE Championship has held many designs over its long history, but this is definitely one of my favorites, I think, next to the classics. Of course, the Winged Eagle, the Attitude Era belt, so on and so forth. This one is definitely up there, I think, with those. And then, of course, actually on the back of this belt, you can see that this belt is a 2002 printing right here. Again, not a ton new to see here with these belts, so going to kind of go through them relatively quickly. So that is going to bring us to the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. This is the old style one from back in the 2000s. Again, another really nice title design-wise. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. A unique design and just really nice looking. I kind of was disappointed when they did not revive this championship design when they brought the Cruiserweight title back to WWE in 2016. I was really hoping that this thing would come back because it is a really beautiful design. Carried from WCW into WWF/E. Really nice looking belt. Again, really don't have anything bad to say about it from a design standpoint. Another title design that you younger fans might not be familiar with since this has been, retired for quite some time. And on the back, you can see this one is also a 2002 printing. So a very old belt here, but again, very nice design. That is going to go ahead and bring us to the WWE United States Championship. Again, one of my personal favorite championship designs of all time. I've mentioned this many times. The most long-standing championship design, I believe, in WWE history, and a design that was just recently retired earlier this year. Again, not a huge fan of the new design. I think that this was the absolute perfect design for the United States Championship, and again, this is one of, if not my favorite championship belt design of all time. It's just such a beautiful design. Again, I really don't have anything bad to say about it from a design standpoint. Yeah, it's a great title. I was pretty disappointed when they retired it. I was kind of, I guess it was bound to happen eventually, but after so long, I kind of just, hoped that they wouldn't retire it and just keep it. But unfortunately, they did decide to retire it earlier this year. And yeah, what we got as a replacement is really does not hold a candle to this thing design-wise, in my opinion. I know a lot of people have conflicting opinions about it, about the new one, that is, but I still think that the old one is just so much better in every way. And as you can see, this is a 2003 printing here of this championship. So again, another really nice championship belt. Again, nothing really bad to say about it from a design standpoint. So that is then going to go ahead and bring us to the WWE Tag Team Championship. Of old, this one was the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, or the Tag Team Championship on SmackDown, I should say, since it wasn't actually called the SmackDown Tag Team Championship at the time. But this is, again, another really, really nice design. This is honestly one of, if not my favorite Tag Team Championship belt design of all time. It's just the way everything, works together on this is just really beautiful. I really have nothing bad to say about it from a design standpoint. I was actually kind of disappointed. Similarly, when they brought the Cruiserweight title back, I was disappointed they didn't use the old design. When they decided to have two sets of tag team championships in WWE again back in 2016, I was pretty disappointed that we didn't get this guy back as a SmackDown Tag Team Championship, although, as you'll see later, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship design definitely grew on me. But I think this is definitely just a better design. It's just a really nice looking belt. Really, prestige, and something that the tag team championships of new really just don't have. But yeah, I just really like the way everything works together with this one. Just, again, nothing bad to say about it from a design standpoint. Just really love it. And once again, the back, you can see this one is a 2003 printing right here. So again, another very old one. But again, just a really, really nice design. So that is then going to bring us up to the old World Tag Team Championship design right here. This belt was actually retired quite some time ago, back in the early 2010s. Another really nice championship. Again, this is a close second, I think, as far as if we're talking favorite tag team championship designs of all time. This is definitely a close second. This is a really nice design. Actually all the old tag team championship designs of the, 90s and 2000s were really nice, come to think of it. But yeah, this is a really nice belt. Again, from a design standpoint, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It's just a really nice looking belt, and one that was, again, retired quite some time ago. But, just a great looking belt, and I love the way, again, that everything works together. This really does feel like more of a prestigious title than the tag team championships of new. So yeah, it's a really nice belt. I, again, don't have anything bad to say about it from a design standpoint. And again, you can see on the back, this guy is actually a 2005 printing right here. So getting a little bit newer, but still kind of old, obviously. So that is then going to bring us to yet another WWE Championship. This is the Spinner WWE Championship. As you can see, it still spins. One of the more controversial WWE Championship belt designs of all time. I will say, I do like this belt a lot. I think it does look very nice, very blinged out, decked out. Even in the toy replica, you can see all the detail on this thing. Just very, very beautiful looking championship. This guy, I do have a couple of bones to pick with, as you guys might remember me talking about this championship in the past. I don't like the fact that it just says champ on the front rather than champion. I really think that that is just something that's not a good idea. It was not a good idea to do that with this belt. I get it. It was introduced as a custom championship for John Cena back in 2005, replacing the other championship that I showed you, the WWE/Undisputed Championship belt that we just saw a little bit ago. But yeah, this is a belt that did get a lot of flack, for hanging on so long. And I think that this thing did last too long, but it is still a nice design, I think, but it kind of wore out its welcome. And, it was more of a custom championship for John Cena, which, when other wrestlers were holding it was kind of silly. Eventually they did keep the center from spinning, but still a nice championship. And then this guy, of course, actually is going to be a 2005 printing as well, as you can see. So, moving right along, we have one more in the toy replica department, and this one is another personal favorite of mine as far as belts go, and this is the Hardcore Championship. So this is one of the most unique and iconic championship designs any wrestling promotion has ever given us. And, this is, again, another very old championship design. This thing was retired back in the early 2000s, much like the European Championship. So the newer fans may not be very familiar with this guy, but it is a very, very creative championship. I really love it. And again, even on the toy replica, you can see just the immense level of detail that this thing has is just awesome. I really like how they did it with the paint and the duct tape and everything. And that was the signature really of the Hardcore Championship. Which at its core that you can see is pretty much a smashed winged eagle championship. So just an incredible belt. This is one that, again, is just one of my favorite belt designs of all time, and something that, is just so unique and so iconic. I really love it. And then this guy is also going to be a 2005 printing right here, as you can see. So that is going to do it for the toy replicas. Again, I have 8 of those, collected them back when I was a kid, quite some time ago, of course, as you can tell by the dates. So now we are going to move into the authentic WWE shop replicas. This is the heavy-duty hardware right here. These are once again, these are metal plates on simulated leather straps. Pretty pricey, but very beautiful. And the first one we're going to take a look at, once again, is going to be the United States Championship. Once again, one of my favorite belt designs of all time. So, of course, I do, as you can see, have a custom John Cena nameplate on this one, which I do like quite a lot, as I believe John Cena is the greatest U.S. champion of all time, so it really just made sense to have his nameplate on here. But yeah, this is an absolutely incredible looking championship, and I hate to keep saying it, but it really is true. One of my favorite designs of all time. Just all the colors and the way the designs and everything come together with the Statue of Liberty and the eagle on the side plates, the stars and stripes, the flag in the background on the center plate. Just all the colors, the red, white, and blue combined with the gold and the black, just everything works together so well on this belt to just make a very, very nice championship. As you can see around the sides here, or the edges, I should say, we have the WWE Champion stamp. So, it's a really, really nice belt. We'll take a quick sweep from side to side here so you can see the snap boxes. So we have, the male snap box 2x8, very standard sewn in look, which is a little bit older. And then, of course, moving along, we have the side plates, 2 on each side, Statue of Liberty, stars and stripes, all the good stuff, all the whole 9 yards. On this one, the eagle, though, you know, a little more subtle. And then the stars and stripes once again. The center plate, of course, is just, you know, absolutely beautiful. You know, and then we have, of course, the custom John Cena nameplate, and moving along the mirrored side plates. And of course, we have the female snapbox 2x5, very standard, sewn on as well, a little bit older look. But yeah, this title is just, again, one of my favorite championship designs of all time. It is just such a beautiful design. Again, very disappointed that WWE retired this design this year in favor of something that is not nearly as good. But what can you do? I guess that's progress, folks. And we are going to see this guy right here on the back. We have the official WWE Shop Authentic Replica patch, and this one is a 2014 printing. So very, very nice. So, moving along, of course, next up, we are going to have another title that recently retired but very beautiful, and that is the Intercontinental Championship right here. This is the iconic design, obviously, another design that was retired a little more than a year ago, actually, but just an absolutely incredibly beautiful championship. I know I'm going to say that about all of these, but, you know, it is really true. I really do mean it. I wouldn't, you know, have these in my collection if I didn't think they were that good looking. But yeah, this thing is just another title that just works so well. Everything works so well. The designs, the colors, the way everything works together, you know, on the side plates with the white and the black and the gold, a little bit of red. And then on the main plate with the blue globe, obviously, and the black, the little bit of white, little bit of red, and just the gold with all the designs. Just so, so nice. The white strap looks incredible with the clamshell tooling around the edges, as you can see. Just incredible. But yeah, we'll take a quick sweep of this guy from side to side. So again, this time we have the same 2x8 male snap box, but this one is embedded in the strap rather than sewn in, which actually I prefer this look to the sewn on, honestly. It is very, very nice, and a lot of nice designs in the strap itself. Moving along to the side plates, of course, getting bigger as they go, and just very thick. That is actually the one, as I've mentioned a couple of times before, the one criticism I have of the United States Championship replica is that the plates are very thin. Although that is TV accurate, it is not as nice, or is not quite as good of a feel as something like this, for example, that has much thicker plates. I believe the United States Championship is 2mm plates. These are either 4 or 5. So the difference really does show, and it really does make the belt feel much better. But yeah, then of course we have the center plate, just such an iconic design, so nice with the banners, the stars, the designs, the colors, everything, just absolutely beautiful. And then we have the mirrored side plates, of course, and then we actually have on this side the extra side plate, the WWE Intercontinental side plate, which is a staple of all of the classic Intercontinental Championships that have this same general layout. And of course, we do have the female snapbox 2x5 embedded once again, which I prefer, and then the gold tip obviously on the end. The gold belt tip is very, very nice, and it just works so, so well with this championship. So yeah, again, I really don't have anything bad to say about this title from a design standpoint, or really any standpoint, honestly. This is just one of the most iconic titles. And again, I will say with the new Intercontinental Championship design, it has grown on me. I have grown to like it, although I will say I think that design is nowhere near as beautiful as this design still. But I don't hate the new design, let me say that. I think that it is not bad, but compared to this thing is so much better in my opinion. And of course, we're going to see the back. And if you guys didn't know, or hadn't seen any of my other videos, all these belts with the different colored straps actually do have a black backing here. And you can see the official authentic shop replica patch, of course, on the back, circa 2014 printing as well. So again, just absolutely beautiful championship. But now we are actually going to dive into a little bit of the new that I have to show you guys. I know up until this point, everything I've shown you guys has been something we've seen before pretty much. So now we're going to get into a little bit of the new right here. And with that, we have the WWE Championship current design, and you should see instantly the new that I'm talking about, which is going to be custom Eddie Guerrero side plates on this belt right here. Absolutely beautiful. I know I said that I was a big fan of the stock side plates, and indeed I am, but they actually not too long ago came out with custom Eddie Guerrero championship side plates for this thing, and I am a huge Eddie Guerrero fan. One of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. One of the most charismatic and entertaining wrestlers we've ever had in professional wrestling. So, and these side plates just look gorgeous, especially on this championship. So, had to get them. So, that is the modification, of course, to this belt. And yeah, it works so well with this belt. I will say these side plates work so well with this belt because of the color scheme, with the red and the green on the side plates and the white even, and the design with the rose, of course, Latino heat. Just absolutely incredible design. So I think a lot of they came out with the Legends custom side plates earlier this year, and these were one of the ones. I will say with a lot of those, I feel like they kind of missed the ball with the design on a lot of those Legends side plates that WWE released earlier this year, but this one definitely was a home run. So going to sweep the title from side to side again. So of course we have the 2x8 male snap box sewn on look. Nice strap. They got all this nice tooling here. And designs here, the crosshatch, the logo, of course the clamshell tooling as a staple. Obviously this thick, massive side plate and sidebar, which, as I mentioned, of course, the custom Eddie Guerrero side plate. Very beautiful. And then, of course, we have the center plate, which is just so massive. And then, of course, the giant logo, World Heavyweight Champion banner. Just very simple design. If I have any criticism of this belt, it would be that it is a pretty simplistic design, but it is very studded out with gold and jewels, as you can see, and it was very well made, very well designed, even though the design is pretty simplistic. That's pretty much my only grievance with this belt. Also, I guess another small one would be, I do wish that they had made this World Heavyweight Champion banner a little bigger, so that they could have made the W a little bit smaller, but still, that's just a nitpick. This is just a very beautiful title. This is, again, next to the other WWE championships of old, of the Classic and the Attitude Era, and then of course the Undisputed title design that I showed you guys earlier. This is right up there with that as one of my favorite WWE Championship belt designs. And then, of course, we have the mirror on this side, the sidebar, side plate. Of course, all the nice tooling, clamshell, and then crosshatch with the nice stamps and everything. Just very beautiful. And then, of course, female snap box 2x5 sewn on with, of course, the gold belt tip. So, again, just an incredible championship belt. Absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, on the back, we're going to see the official stamp once again, and we can see that this guy is actually a 2015 printing right here, official WWE Shop Authentic Replica title. Just incredible belt, as I mentioned. So, moving along, we are actually, before I move on, I want to take a second to show you guys the actual stock side plates for this belt. You guys have seen them before, but the stock side plates here are very nice, of course. Very studded out with the gold and jewels, and of course the logo with the red globe in the background is nice. But yeah, very nice stock side plates. It was kind of a little bit of a difficult decision for me, but like I said, that the beautiful design of those custom Eddie Guerrero side plates combined with the fact that I was such a big fan of his just made it a no-brainer. And actually, while I'm on the subject, I did want to mention we did just actually pass the 15-year anniversary of the departure of Eddie Guerrero. So, rest in peace, one of the greatest of all time. Big fan, still am to this day. But yeah, the stock side plates, as you can see, are very nice as well. But I definitely couldn't pass up the custom Eddie side plates. So now we are finally going to get to the new championship that I have in my collection. And that is going to be the Women's Championship. That is the SmackDown Women's Championship, actually, right here. And a very similar design to the WWE Championship on it, actually, as you know. And of course, as you can see right away, instantly custom Charlotte Flair side plates on this thing. So this is another title, again, very basic design, similarly to the WWE Championship, but very beautiful design. I love the design of this title. And again, I got the custom Charlotte Flair side plates. I believe she is probably the greatest female wrestler of all time in terms of in-ring ability. Definitely just a huge fan of hers. And these side plates are very nice too. They do accent the title very well, I think. So very beautiful championship, although obviously very similar to the WWE Championship by design. So we're going to go through side-to-side sweep of this guy as well. So we have, of course, the 2x8 male snapbox sewn on. Again, this very nice silver-white strap on this belt, which is unique, and I actually like it a lot. I think it works very well. It probably works better than a pure white strap would on this belt. Like the Intercontinental Championship has a pure white strap, but this silver white strap I think really works with this title. Then moving along, we're of course going to have the thick side plate here, sidebar. Again, of course, custom Charlotte Flair side plate. They are actually different, one on each side. This one I definitely prefer to the other one with the Charlotte name and all of the rubies. Looks very nice. Again, moving to the center plate, of course, we're going to have, same layout as the World Championship. The color scheme really works on this one. I like with the blue background. I do really like the SmackDown Women's Championship design over the Raw Women's Championship design. Similarly, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship design over the Raw Tag Team Championship design. Because I think the blue background on this and the blue strap on that title, which we will see again in a moment, just complements the belt so much better. The one criticism I do have of this belt is it's kind of small, honestly, and I understand it's a women's championship belt, but it is noticeably smaller, and I think that it should be a little bigger. That's my one criticism, but from a design standpoint, just very beautiful. Don't really have anything, obviously aside from the same criticism with the World Championship about just being kind of a little too basic in design because it's the same thing. But then moving along, mirrored side plates. This Charlotte Flair custom side plate is just the eye, which I don't really like as much as the other one. I think it would have been better if they had kept them both looking the same as the other side plate, but still nice. And then, of course, female snapbox 2x5 sewn on and gold belt tip. And it all just works very, very nicely together. The title, again, just a very nice title and something that I wanted to add to my collection, so I did. And then, of course, on the back, we're going to have the patch. Now, this is something different, actually, and I think it's like this for all the women's championships, is the patch, rather than being square, is actually rounded. So I'm not really sure why they do that, but I think they do that for all of the female championships. But nonetheless, this is a 2016 printing SmackDown Women's Championship. So very, very, very nice. So moving along, we do have just a couple more to look at, and we're going to have, of course, as I alluded to a second ago, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Again, a design that has really grown on me and I really like. Very basic in nature, but again, the combination of the blue strap and the silver plates is something that I mentioned before when talking about this title. Just very, very beautiful championship design. The color scheme just really works for me very well. Strap is very thick on this, maybe even a little too thick, might be my only criticism of this belt. But from side to side, we have the snap box. Again, this is a fully embedded male snap box 2x8. Nice leaf tooling here around the sides. A lot of nice designs and stamps throughout this strap. Very heavy championship as well. This is the heaviest championship I believe that I have. So very, very nice. And then of course we have the side plates. Of course the Gladiator helmet, the designs and the logo here on the side plates, center plate of course with the helmets, tag team champions banner, logo. Everything is just so nice on this belt. I feel like, again, it would be a little nicer if they would have accented some of the logos or banners with some either black or white paint. But other than that, this is an incredible championship. Mirrored side plates. The snap box, once again, 2x8, just incredible. The female snap box on this one is a little bit bigger. I don't know why, but I think it does work for this belt. So then, of course, this is also going to be, as you will see on the back, a 2016 printing. So very nice. And finally, we have one more to go, last but not least. And we have seen this one before, but this is the WWE 24/7 Championship, aka the Hardcore Championship 2.0. Very nice looking title. Again, another very basic design. I love the gold plates with the green strap, so the color scheme is really what sells me on this guy more than anything. But yeah, just a plain but incredible looking title. So we have that snap box, again, fully embedded with the nice leaf tooling around the sides. A lot of nice stamps and designs going throughout the strap. Side plate, one of the grievances is that this side plate is blank. Aside from the etchings in the corners, it's a fully blank side plate, which I think they would have been better served to put some designs on that. But you know, it kind of works for the title. Center plate looking like a clock, very nice, very basic, nice designs. And then of course the mirrored side plate strap going, and then the snap box 2x5. That was the other thing about the male snap box on the other side, actually it being 2x7 rather than 2x8, which is a difference. But very nice title. Gold belt tip, obviously, and then of course on the back a 2019 printing for this guy. But just an incredibly nice, basic yet nice championship. Love the color scheme on it. But yeah, I think that will about do it here, guys. So thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new videos in the future. I will make another one of these if I do a belt collection update again, which who knows if I will or not, but we'll see what happens. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.